All of you. I can't fight the damned air. You want to live. Stay out.
What's going on, Mason?
God, Captain. There's... I can't even describe.
On your time, son.
Reports of some haze with a stench of rust and throw-up. There was a cloud, then a lingering mist. Anyone caught in the cloud just went mad. Then the others just wretched themselves dead.
All right, keep your post. We'll take it from here. He's a good man. Trust that it's as bad as he says.
Let's hope this elf didn't try to make enough powder to sell.
Didn't sound like a merchant to me. Let's go. Maker. We need to stop this mist. Find the source.
Alright guys, this is Kit Kat Paddywhack and we were back for another episode of Dragon Age 2 Let's Play. So in the previous episode what happened was all we did was just giving gifts to Meryl and Isabella. Whereas with Meryl, I increased her in rivalry points even though I gave her wooden Allah and she shouldn't have been, I don't know, so rivalry with me, but maybe it's because I asked her if anyone in the Dalish have like some kind of fixation on something and maybe that offended her, but I don't know. I thought it was relatively the same. Whereas with Isabella, she completely appreciated my gift of giving her a miniature ship because she doesn't have one. A real ship, I mean. And then we found Tintop, who we thought was the culprit for selling poisonous powder, but it turns out that he was just framed. So this episode is, I think it's primarily going to be focusing on clearing this mission and then taking it up to the Arishok and telling him what's up. And then this is when things start getting somewhat bad and hinting towards the end of Act 2.
Easy. I'm just trying to find out what happened.
Is that Ser Hawke? You have enemies. I'm glad it's you, really. These poor people. You are a much better target.
Explain yourself, now.
Qunari take my people. My siblings forget their culture, then go to the Qun for purpose. We're losing them twice. So I get some help from your people. We'll take the Qunari thunder, make some accidents, and make them hate it. But this is all wrong.
Which of my people put you up to the theft?
It can still work. They're hidden in your city. They'll enrage the faithful and make sure the Qunari are blamed. Me, I'm finished. I just need a few more bodies. A few more.
Looks like a fight! Be ready!
Man, that woman is nuts. I think I have an idea of what she's talking about two of her people defecting to the Q. But that's probably for another time. So, since it's been a while since we've done anything related to the Qunari, the catch-up is no one likes the Qunari, no one likes their presence in Kirkwall, so seems like there's gonna be humans and elves conspiring to, some elves in Kirkwall, conspiring to drive out the Qunari. That woman kind of reminded me of, what was her face? That one blonde-haired woman with similar hairstyle like Morgan from Dragon Age Awakenings. I don't think it really matters too much. She wasn't really that impressionable other than being a nut job of an elf, and I had to talk her down. So now that we revealed the elf, it turns out that Tin Top was actually innocent. He was framed, and then I was gonna tell you guys that when I went to give Isabella her gift, I actually saw a hilarious scene of her getting hit on by a guy, and he called her heartworm because of, I don't know, a worm eating to the red apple that is his heart. Thinking, ew, why?
Hey, I think I knew that man back in Antiva. Bye!
You know a lot of men in Antiva. Jeez.
So, I was wrong about our thief.
It appears so.
They say we were careless with our trap, that this is our fault. But even without the Sarkamek, there would have been death. This elf was determined to lay blame at our feet.
But your feet didn't do anything wrong, did they?
I admire conviction with a focus, but your kind are truly committed to weakness.
She was angry to see her people losing their culture by claiming yours.
We accept those who submit to the Qun. The weak naturally seek the strong. It doesn't matter. We did not come equipped to indoctrinate. I am here to satisfy a demand you cannot understand.
It's been a long time.
It will take as long as needed. No ship is coming. There is no rescue from duty to the Qun. I am stuck here.
That is not the understanding of city leaders and their supporters.
Let them rot. Filth stole from us. Not now, not the Sarkamek. Years ago. A simple act of greed has bound me. We are all denied Parvolin until I alone recover what was lost under my command. That is why this elf and her shadows are unimportant. That is why I do not simply walk from this pustule of a city. Fixing your mess is not the demand of the Qun, and you should all be grateful! Thank you, human, for your service. Leave.
This could get bad. The Viscount should know.
My patience is strained.
Based on my previous experience from the first time I played this game, I feel like Act 2 is the best act of all 3 acts, even though Hawke doesn't necessarily have an overarching goal like saving the world, since he or she is trying to survive day to day. But I actually like Act 2 the most because, well, it has the less amount of holes, and it was the most interesting. I guess it's probably because of the number of companion quests and this conflict with the Qunari. That makes it interesting. I mean, I would never pin Act 3 as
You're right.
the most interesting arc of the
About
3.
knowing who you are. I'm the captain of the guard. I'm loyal, strong, and I don't look too bad naked.
I don't need to hear that, Aveline!
And if I called you a mannish, awkward, ball-crushing do-gooder, you'd say...
Shut up, whore.
That's my girl. It's been years since
It sounds like those two has made up. I think.
Food is what you can keep down.
But we're gonna take a break from working out Qunari problems, and then there's Anders'
Have
quest.
you noticed how many Tranquil are in the gallows courtyard lately? And don't tell me I'm just sensitive to it. I've been watching, and every day there are new Tranquil, selling their bloody wares. Good mages too. People I know past their harrowing.
What's it to you how many Tranquil there are?
The Templars are using the right of tranquility to silence those who speak against them. They're working on a deliberate plan to turn every mage in Kirkwall within the next 3 years.
And here I was, worried you were having delusions of persecution again.
There are groups in Kirkwall who help those fleeing the Circle. I've talked to people on the inside. The plan is the work of a Templar named Ser Alrik. I've had a run-in with him myself. He's the one who did the ritual on Carl. Nasty piece of work. Likes to make mages beg.
What else do you know about Ser Alrik?
The Knight Commander is at least sincere in her convictions. However misguided, she believes she's helping people. Ser Ulric's a sadist. Cold-blooded as a lizard. He likes to experiment on mages. Find out what it takes to push them into the arms of demons.
What happened between you and Ser Alrik?
I've been involved with an underground resistance. Mages living free in Kirkwall who help others escape. I can't tell you any more, for your sake and theirs. You have too much involvement with the Guard and nobility. Suffice it to say, I've been in the gallows. I've seen his work firsthand.
Then perhaps the blame can be laid on him, and not every Templar.
That's what I hope. If we bring the evidence of this plan to light, there must be men who'll stand against it. Perhaps even the Grand Cleric will finally be forced to act. My friends in the Mage Underground know a way inside. A secret entrance under the walls of the gallows. Come with me tonight, please. Help me find the evidence of Ser Alrik's Tranquil Solution.
I don't know if it's a good idea to take on the Templars on their own ground.
It's a risk I have taken frequently to save the life of a single mage. Would you do less to stop a plot that would destroy all of them?
If this plot exists, it must be exposed.
Thank you. I confess, I wasn't sure you'd share my outrage. I'm glad I can count on this much. I'm ready to go when you are. Our entrance is concealed not far from here.
Only 5 friendship points. I think it's because I probably threw in some rivalry points there, but most of them have been neutralized by my agreement to help out Anders. Which I guess unfortunately will yield me rivalry points because I have to do all of Anders' companion quests, whether I like it or not. And one of the problems I find with this game was that in Act 2 I keep hearing about Knight Commander Meredith, but I don't even actually meet her until the end of Act 2. And I always keep hearing nasty things about her in Act 2 when I first played it, and I have no idea what kind of person she was supposed to be until after the fact, after a certain fact,
Do not tell
beginning
anyone about
Act
this way
3.
to the gallows. It's a secret that is safe. This is it. This tunnel will take us into the gallows. Are you ready to help me find evidence of the Tranquil Solution?
Let's go.
Sorry guys, but we're not gonna do the quest for tracking down Ser Alrik. That's gonna be in the next episode. So until then, I'm gonna see you guys later, and you can like this particular video if you like it, or subscribe. But until then, see you guys later.